Good morning. Morning. Right now, it is, what time is it? It is 6:45 in the morning. As you can hear, but I got a new mic at the Snowball, so my quality of my sound is gonna be way better. But I am starting playing 19. I bought the game last night. I was gonna stream for you guys, but you know Xbox wants to be retarded and freaking takes so long to freaking download the game. Right? Makes no sense. So this will be. I'm gonna make a new player because I'm not gonna use the prelude player because I found a new player. I'm gonna play with that player. But I'm gonna be post scorer, shot creator. But mostly the reason I'm gonna be that is because I'm mostly gonna be running with my friend Sean and my friend Keeson. That's gonna be my squad that we're gonna keep rocking. You know what I mean? Alright. Keep me in the loop. This is like the first time playing 2K19, like the actual game. So it's a what? 2K19 prelude? Why is it saying that?
AI, glad you're here. I'm Jung.
Hey, Jung.
I've been assigned to work with you here at Media Day and moving forward during your time with the team. Everybody's waiting for you, so let's get started, please. Stand here and look forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just hold on now while we get some headshots.
Please comment below. Join the squad. By subscribing. Want to make a white person, or should I keep black? I think I should make him. What the? Alright. I am going to choose. Oh my god.
I think we've got it. Let's move on quickly. How was your ride here?
It was great. Thank you.
Okay, great. Do you need anything? Are you thirsty, hungry?
Oh,
Anything I
no,
can get
man.
you?
I'm all good. Just, excited to get started.
Great. Stand here, please. Right over here. We're gonna get a list of your vitals. Stay right there, please.
Please stay right there. Got that. I don't even care. Always gotta be number 4. I'm number 4 for my team for football. So. Right, always gotta be right.
Perfect. Let's keep moving.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. So what's next?
He will be logging your
Back in
position.
the prelude,
Right there, please.
I was a center post shot creator, but I saw other videos and power forward.
Just a few more to go. We'll try to do this as quickly as we can.
Okay, so,
That's because they get
what are we looking for here?
Can you please let us know what your game is like?
So,
My game.
Look at that. Difficult shots, Hall of Fame. Wall, pick, pop, pick, pop. Okay. That's pretty good. Mid-range Deadeye. It's gold. Shot.
Okay, exactly what we needed. Almost done now. Let's continue. Stand right up against the wall there. We're going to measure your height.
Okay.
Right. 7. Contact dunk is a 73. Jesus. Open shots at 68. You guys remember? Oh, you don't. But in 17, when I had my post score, oh my God, I would be shooting threes and mid ranges like it's nothing. Now that I could do it, oh, it's over.
You're taller than I expected.
Okay.
You still doing fine? Do you need a cup of water or anything?
No, man, I'm all good.
And your living situation is taken care of?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Next station is wait.
Okay.
42. Okay. We are going with 267. My caps. 92 shot close. Jesus. Diving dunks at 74. Contact dunk is at 79. Jesus. 66 open. I mean, contested shot, open shot at 68. Post hook, fadeaway 91. That's nice. 78 for offensive rebound and defense. Rebound, lateral quickness 55. Strength 90. Stamina 99. That's pretty good.
Okay, one last thing to do. We need your wingspan.
Okay, sure thing.
You're almost there.
Just right here?
Yes. Arms up, please.
Oh, man. .6 it is. .82 standing down, driving down. Open shot. Open shots a 70. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Shot contest 67, speed 60, strength 99. That's tough. That's actually tough. Finish.
Okay,
That's tough.
we have what we need. Simple, right? Please follow me. The team is waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, wait. How does it feel to be so far away from home?
And you already know. Would you like to skip the prelude to your mic career and go directly into NBA? Yes, because that was some bullshit. But let's go. We are directly in the NBA. Prelude stuff we gotta do. I'm actually really happy. Team interested. I want to get the most amount of play though. So 10 minutes, 15 minutes with the Celtics. Alright. Kyrie. Accept. I gotta change my outfit and everything. I need to get these badges. Right now, 2K19 it's feeling like a dub right now. As soon as I get these badges, you know, I'll get these part gameplay. Sorry that I didn't get the game when everyone else did. Just because I just bought it last night. It cost me $106. Oh man, it's just like
What it do, youngin? Hey, appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can,
skip. So I like that we can skip it. Okay. Shoot around. Green. Man, that was tough. Yeah, I need to get some BC. How do you go? It should be in there. Oh, attributes, okay. It's 60 right now. I get max. Like when you'll be able to wear custom jewelry. My team has something for you unlock. And made barrels in my quarter, blah blah blah. Okay. We already have 102,000 to start off with. 102,000 because the game we got. That's tough. That's actually really tough. We gonna max out our post offense. Okay. Stamina, get up there. Definitely mid range. 18,000. Max that out. Get some speed in there. Get my stamina in there too. Steals in there. Max out steals. My blocks in there too. I max out my blocks. Well, definitely strength. We don't want to be a baby. My strength up. My layups up. Show that. dunks up. Level quickness. Need that. Now I have 1,000 left. Alright. Alright, get that. 3-point mid range. Confirm. Got. Okay. Ooh. I should just buy the rest of it. I should. Yo, bro, can you look out for a game share? I got 3,000. It's not a lot, but I can raid you and get you to 150 to 200. There you go, shut up. If you can game share me. Yeah, I'm on Xbox and I'm already game sharing, but I also have a PS4 and I'm also gonna get the game for that. So if you're still watching, I might I can still give it to you because once I get everything situated and playing a few games with my friends on Xbox, I might switch over to PS4 because that's what I did. 17, I switched over to PS4 halfway. You got the S. Is it SS3? Yeah, 17. Yeah. But we'll see where we are. All right. I'm about to. I could buy the game right now, the $100 edition if I want to for PS4, because I just did it for Xbox. But it's whatever. I'm about to change this. I hate wearing this doodle brown outfit, bro. What do I do? Alright, yeah, that's enough. I don't want to look bad on stream. Catch you later. I see you, bro. I'm gonna get one of these. Well, actually, let's see. Go to the store first. Wait, do you gotta go to the store? I don't know. Customize clothing. Yeah. Oh, so you can do everything here. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I get it. So you get to actually buy it. Okay. So I'll go to the store and buy it. That's not like last year where you had to freaking go to the store, buy the clothes, and then go back to your apartment, which sometimes didn't even let me go back up to, which is stupid. And then you had to freaking put it in your freaking apartment. What? I said exit the door. Exit the streets. That's it. I went back to my exit to streets. He's in my micro. Why is he in my micro? I need to get these stupid clothes off, and then I'm gonna buy so I can get to 80.
Hi, welcome to Swags. My name's Casey. Feel free to take a look around and let me know if you need anything.
All right, cool. Thanks.
White. We're gonna rock white and purple.
I like it. Great choice.
Hey. I'm gonna go to shorts, get purple shorts. Which one? I'll get that one.
I like it. Great choice.
Accessories, definitely need accessories. White. Layer. I'm gonna mix both layers, obviously. I can't try it on. Okay, guess we're not going with leg sleeve. We're gonna go here. And we'll go left. And that should do it. As we see. Definitely as we see. 15,000. It's only for $5. Only for $5. I'm over here on Fortnite spending $10 to $20, and I'm over here spending for 15,000 for only $5. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Check out. Check out. Check out. Oh, check out. Ooh, check out.
Hey, I think I figured it out. I'll take
Check
these.
out. Oh,
Okay,
hey,
great.
Hey, check out. Ooh, hey, check out. $5. That was nothing. Okay. $20. So I'm getting maxed out. $20. Then we're gonna go to the barber. Where's the barber?
Hey,
Hey, what's
how
up?
you doing? What can I do for you?
Man, I'm looking to get a cut.
Oh, great. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Aren't you, AI?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I've seen you play.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the basketball league. Man.
Ah, nice.
Hey, listen, the last guy, he was charging our NBA players, so, we had to make some changes. So,
okay.
anytime you need anything, you come on down here and I'll take care of you. No charge. I'm Floyd, by the way.
Hey, man, it's nice to officially meet you, AI. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hairstyle. Let's go. Give me my fluffy. There we go. Want my fluffy. Got my fluff. Okay. Let me make sure there's no other. Okay. Hair color purple. Ooh. Beautiful.
Man, this looks great. Hey, you sure I don't owe you anything?
Nope. It's on the house. Come on back anytime you need.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Oh, I missed the phone call over the morning. Oh, they gonna be mad as hell. What's up, my bro?
Mr. AI, I presume.
Mr. AI.
Yeah, that's me.
Marco Spinelli. But people just call me Spinelli.
Spinelli.
Okay, so you the doorman?
The one and only. And you're my new tenant.
Alright. I like that we can skip it. I like this. My coin. Go to my coin. Go to my coin. I know I don't have to go to my coin to go to my crib, but I just want to get some shots, so I still gotta find a jump shot. Oh, I'm using this regular jump shot. That's fantastic. Give me that, buddy. What? That was late. Just getting a What's up, Ty? What's good? Tommy. What's good, Tommy? See that mid-range. Money. Alright. I'm gonna start my career game. Our first game as the Celtics. Okay. Oh, what a fantastic. What just happened? Oh, they restarted me? Alright, bruh. That's crazy. They knew that the freaking build I made was too nice. They want to quit me out the game. That's stupid. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry if I sound a little sick. Got stuffy nose. I don't know why. But, yo, Tommy, if you're still watching, does the sound sound a little better? Like my voice? Because I got a new mic. My Blue Snowball. I know I was using the mic from my camera, but I had to change it. Spend $50 on my new mic. So I wanted to know if it sounds better. Oh, I feel fantastic. Oh, we got another sub. So, do you have earned items? Do you want to play? 15,000. Just use 5 doubles. Whew.
What's up, guys? You're here with the first ever NBA 2K League champions, Knicks Gaming, and you're watching 2K TV.
Yeah!
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everyone. From Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny, we're all looking forward to the same thing, the first game of the regular season. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers.
It's my first game, you know, I'm probably not going to get that much minutes.
Introducing the Boston Celtics at the other.
Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is up.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
Yeah, I already know. Did takeover badge. I learned from...
About to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Šarić has really...
Whoa. 2K, thank you.
Been a good fit for Philadelphia. Talented, complementary piece who can also make big plays, has range, size. He's a nice fit for this team.
Yeah, and he's a competitive dude who's been in big games and has had some winning experience. And winning experience is the thing that matters. You know, you think about Embiid and Simmons, they just haven't been in a lot of big games in their career. Šarić has played overseas and dealt with some, you know, really crazy environments and come through in some good situations. This is why I like Doncic so much as the #1 pick and why I think it was such a mistake for him not to go 1. That dude played like a 90-game season overseas.
And played well.
Yeah, played in stadiums where they throw stuff at you during the game and, you know, they're throwing cigarette butts at you and yelling terrible things at you, and he was like the best player on the court in those games.
What?
I think that stuff matters.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Šarić is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. And it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Celtics leading by 4. Irving kicks to Cole. The fader. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Talking about Šarić, Bill, his body for a guy this young seems like he has an NBA body already at a very young age.
Absolutely. One thing I like about Šarić's game is, you know, people have these stupid little skills that you notice when you watch too much basketball, like some of us. Šarić is great at this one thing where it's like a pseudo fast break. It seems like the fast break has died, and Šarić is trailing from behind, and they're kind of waiting for him. And then he hits this trailing 3 from like 25 feet from the top of the key, and it's a little bit of, not a set play, but it's just kind of one of their pet plays the Sixers do. And he's just great at hitting that shot. I would put his trailing 3 against anybody in the league other than like the Golden State guys.
I love that comment.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Cole. And that one hits back iron. The 76ers trail by 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Šarić just screen on Hayward.
I should have got this.
Now Embiid still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. 4 on the shot clock. Chandler inside the line. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving way outside. The shot comes out in a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Celtics out in front. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach, Brad Stevens.
Our relationship started.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Marcus Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines. Then it's AI. And it's Morris in at the small forward spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's Fultz. That's tipped, and they get it back. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Johnson. And the Celtics shooting well, 50% from the floor. Markelle Fultz, the Sixers traded up in the draft to draft him, #1 overall. Do you think they overpaid?
Oh, there's no question. Because we know they overpaid because I think the Celtics would have taken Tatum first anyway.
Right.
And the Lakers had already stupidly said they were taking Lonzo. I think they could have just stayed at 3 and maybe gotten Fultz anyway. I am not giving up on Markelle Fultz, though. I think that trade has a chance to be a legendarily bad trade because of how good Tatum is. But when Fultz did come back and he played in March and April last year, the speed he had and the agility and just he just moved at the highest possible level.
1:06 left in the first half. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Bill talking about Markelle Fultz. Wasn't his injury one of the strangest injuries you've seen an NBA player go through with the shooting motion, shoulder issue, all the things associated with it?
Yeah, I think he got the yips. And I think it happens.
I have not seen that very. Have you?
We've seen it with free throw shooters. Like, you think about like Nick Anderson when he missed those free throws in the 95 finals and then actually went into a free throw funk. Antoine Walker, same thing in Boston. Once he lost confidence at the free throw line, it changed the entire way how he played. He didn't want to get fouled underneath. And so we've seen versions of it, but never
from the
getting
field
completely derailed.
Right?
Yeah, we've never seen somebody just not be able to play basketball anymore.
Amazing. Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. Doris, always a spirited discussion when Bill's involved. Not afraid to share his personal views.
Yes, Kevin, he has broken the internet once or twice. This guy is no stranger to controversy. But I will say this, he is passionate about the NBA. I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
And Simmons kicks to Covington and taken away by Brown. AI outside. And it's Boston with another.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Here's Simmons. He has 7. Pass to Embiid. With 1 on the clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And Embiid drops them both. And so it's Boston in the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And now the third quarter about to get going. Really an incredible game from AI.
And I loved in that first...
A whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Embiid. Sharch comes in for Simmons. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for T.J. McConnell. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. Dario Saric is out there with Johnson. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. Doris, statistically, today's game is picked apart by so many different ways. But for you, what are the statistical areas that you are most interested in?
Well, I think one of the things that can be undervalued, particularly from the defensive side of the ball, are things like deflections or charges taken or even shots contested. And I say those things, Kevin, because deflections force an offense to restart. Charges taken gets a possession for your team. And shots contested affects, obviously, the field goal percentage of the team you're guarding. So it's all of those little defensive stats that you really have to track and be monitoring to understand the value that they have on winning.
Very interesting. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Chandler is screen.
You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing. It's the defense.
1:04 left to play in the third. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Cole. Boston, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 11. Outside, Redick. Screen by Saric. Chandler with the ball. AI picks him up. Offensive rebound. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 5 of it. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win.
Then how you get that? None of that freaking counted for. Alright, bro. That's so stupid. It didn't count for it. That actually just pissed me off.
AI, we've got an interview request for you. Come with me.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
AI, Griff Bryant, thanks for talking with me. Great game tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Of course.
So, considering this was just your first game, I'd say you held your own. How did it feel to contribute right away?
Oh, man, you know, it was great. You know, my teammates been really amazing, just helpful, giving me advice on whatever the NBA is going to throw at me. And, you know, it makes me looking forward to contribute to whatever I can do, you know, even just a little bit.
After college, you spent some time in China and then in the G League. The NBA must feel like a whole new world.
You know, sort of. Like, we still playing basketball, and I'm still part of a team, you know, like I was in Shanghai and Fort Wayne. My time in both those places taught me a lot about what it means to be a teammate, and I just look forward to using that knowledge to help us get some W's.
That's refreshing to hear from someone who just finished their first game of the season. Listen, thanks again, AI, and congrats on the strong debut.
Thank you.
Thanks, Griff. AI, you're good to go.
All right, man.
Wait, so how did he do that? I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Alright. To get this difficult shots back, I have to do a step back. Oh, I could do it over here. Oh, okay, that's good. Freaking 18, you had to wait until you got to the basketball rack before you could try to do it. Oh, I'm sure then, just a dribble. No, I can't. I'm trying to do a step. How do you do a step back? I'm trying to do a step back. I got it. I'm trying to learn all these moves. Triple pull up, but I'm trying to do it out of the post. No, not freaking. Trying to usually a step back going. Alright, let me see something in the settings. Oh, this is. I still gotta get used to it. Options. Let's see 2K. Flashy dumb pump fake hop gap. Spin shot. I don't know how to do that. Okay, there we go. Post. Okay. Pivot. Okay. Okay, I know how to do that. Jab, step back. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Hold LT to post up, RT to move, and move up. Quick release. Okay. Okay, I think I got it now. Let's try it. Wait, what? Oh. This is gonna be confusing. Difficult shots bad. There we go. Okay. I think, yeah, there we go. I think I got it now. Okay. Got it. Got it. Hey, that's tough. this is. That's something up there. That should be all. That should be good. That should be cash. Alright. I gotta customize. Oh, I'm trying to do a jump shot. Don't know how to change my jump shot yet. I don't know where to go. Do I go here? No. I forgot where I went. Oh well. We'll play our next game. Oh man.
Then they opened their arms for me and took me as one of their own. And this is basically paying back to them, giving back to them. And
it's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our featured matchup tonight out in Toronto, where the Raptors will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hit the court.
Hey, I need to see you when I'm done talking. AI, how you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm ready, Coach.
I just wanted to let you know that I've been talking with the coach and you're going to be getting some more minutes moving forward, starting tonight.
For real?
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
You've been playing well, AI. Keep it up.
I will. Thanks again.
Charles, my office.
Just a reminder, make certain behavior photo shoot the second level. Catch me chilling with offset and new rock. You gotta give a resume so I can see what you're about. Yo, snatch up, yo, camera. I need things like astronaut. Please don't make me pull up. Like I'm soy, I do get right to the point. And my sneakers match my soy. I got hella songs like soy. Like my dad, I'm the man. The NBA is hosting day and overnight camps for all skill levels for ages 8 through 17. Improve your game, have fun, meet new friends, and meet the NBA players. Stop at the management table and pick up a free brochure.
I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. For the Celtics, their last game. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Brad Stevens is one of the youngest coaches in the league. At the same time, he's one of the longest tenured coaches in Celtics history. Kyrie Irving said he brings the ultimate unwavering confidence. Chill but assertive. He demands excellence out of you. You want to play for him. Kevin?
All right, David. You know, when you're watching top-flight teams see Webb like these face off, you can feel the buzz in the building. I know you're a guy that loves the emotion and the passion, and you personally changes for Toronto. Monroe's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Green. And then for Boston, Cole's checked in for Tatum. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. On the court right now for the Celtics, we've got Terry Rozier. AI is out there with Hayward. Then there's Horford. And it's Smart in at the 2. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's not going to go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. AI right side. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Raptors with the lead. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
AI right side. Lets it go from 11. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Raptors leading by 4. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Leonard. Screen by Monroe. Clock at 6. Leonard against Hayward. And that one's good. Leonard's got 6.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Cole. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Boston shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Raptors. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Smart kicks to Cole. Shot left block, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the free throw, no good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Toronto. Well, we've got a minute now. Let's hear what it was like for AI in his first NBA game.
I look back on it, and it was just a surreal experience, getting the call up, joining the team.
And that first game must have been a whirlwind for him.
Joining the team when he did with that much on the line, that's a lot of pressure to drop anyone into. AI showed, though, he could handle it and prove to be an asset.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Aggressive rebounding in that first quarter. That's what's given them the advantage.
Well, it does a couple of things. It gives you more opportunities, but it also sets a tone. They're the more physical, the more dominant team right now.
We've got Kawhi Leonard. Monroe is out there with Wright, and it's Van Vliet in at the 2 guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Yeah, and you think about big transitions. Isaiah Thomas was a soldier for the Celtics, got traded for Kyrie, and then Kyrie came in and just made all the fans fall in love with him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A. Nobody near Leonard. And another basket for Toronto. And for the Celtics, lots of transitions last year for sure.
Yeah, and with all the injuries, it was next man up. Tatum in for Hayward, Rozier in for Kyrie. Later in the season, I mean, Brown went from raw athlete to dependable scorer.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Morris. Wright sets a screen. It's deflected. Goes back up. Leonard. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
For Toronto, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard. And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends. Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to Bulls check in for Boston. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in the green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan. M up there, and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, the Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Funny, so. Michigan State, you should have come here. That type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. On the court right now for the Celtics. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Horford is out there with AI. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The Raptors need to get a shot up. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics ball. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. Then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. Some changes for Toronto. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Green. And it's DeLon Wright in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Morris comes in for Tatum. And it's Rozier in for Irving. The Celtics have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. C-Webb, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about the guy is hot, and you can't stop him. You should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. We're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more things now. Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
That one misses for Cole.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Siakam. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Celtics.
And the corner three has not been their shot of choice here tonight. And I think a big reason for that has been the defensive setup.
Eric, bruh. Alright, I'll worry about that later.
They came in focused on taking away the short-range triple.
Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics.
God. Why, bro? Why are you guys asking?
Smart passes to Cole. Fadeaway, and another basket for Boston.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
50 seconds left to play in the third. And Smart over to help. To the middle. It's picked off. AI with it. Right's there. Rozier. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Rozier's got his first points of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Up top right, guarded by Smart. Siakam. He shoots again, and the layup is up and in. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Here's Cole over Ibaka. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That one is off. And the Celtics making a change here. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Raptors. They lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.
only got one. Shots. How you do the post? The post hop. So that's what I'm doing the post hop, obviously. Hold L2, post up, move with the left or right, then tap or down. Tap.
AI, Griff wants to grab an interview. You have a second?
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Right this way.
What is up, Griff? How you doing, man?
Hey.
Griff.
You know, Griff, I'd say that the biggest thing I've been getting is the support from the fans.
I didn't even try this. 2,000. I already maxed out, so we're seeing my VC, which is good. But that's so right.
And during our segment with Giannis, you may have.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, after splitting their first 2 games of the season, tonight's game gives them a chance to get their record over the 500 mark and maybe get a little momentum on their side. And tonight, Shaq, we're going to see Gordon Hayward, one of the most versatile, talented swing men in the league.
First, Ernie, let's give this guy a hand clap.
All right.
Great
hand clap.
Yes.
How about a round of applause?
Yes,
a round of applause. Hold L2 to post up. Move and hold left, right, or down, and then tap. Square is this. Okay, let's try this. Where's the post?
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad. And well, yeah, he's wired differently, DA. Thank you. And a long way to go, Brent, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk,
a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. On the court for the Celtics, AI is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines, and it's Smart in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Cole. And Baines kicks to Cole. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Let's go.
For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. At the elbow, it's Noah. New York moving it around. Noah with a screen for Burke. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Trey Burke. Now here's Mudiay. Rozier defending. Mudiay passed to Noah. Now here's Porzingis. Some solid defense there from Cole.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
Over Porzingis. Cole's shot is good.
That's all day. I'm doing that all day.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Mudiay to the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Precision pass for Mudiay to get his teammate a good look there.
The Celtics with the lead. At the elbow, it's Cole. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Mudiay's got it. Outside, Porzingis. The basket good off the assist from Mudiay. And it's 7 points for Porzingis.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Shot from 16. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with...
It never occurred to me that I'd be...
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Celtics. Marcus Morris is out there with AI. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Tice in at the center position. Inside, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time, no doubt about that one.
And for the Celtics, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Goes up the baseline, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
What's interesting about Mudiay is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Big-time effort for Porzingis. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half. So for the Knicks, Mario Hezonja's checked in for Cantor, and Trey Burke subbed in for Courtney Lee. Boston also with the sub, Cole's checked in. Burke is out there with Ntilikina, and there's Porzingis. Then it's Hezonja, and it's Knox in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Cole, it falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Here's Knox. He's guarded by AI. And the basket by Knox.
You cannot give players that kind of positioning, and the defense also late in trying to alter that shot.
Here's Cole. It's rebounded by New York.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Tipped away. So it's Boston now. Celtics trail by 3. takes the 13-footer, and the jumper is good. Cole's got 14 points for the game.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
And last year for the Knicks, a bit of a throwback offense. First in the league in 2-point attempts and second to last in the league in 3-point attempts. We'll see if the new coaching staff changes some of those numbers.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Burke kicks to Porzingis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And talking about the Knicks last year, definitely one of the bigger teams in the NBA.
Interesting to look down at their scoring last year, as their top 4 scorers were either centers or forwards. And that's a little bit unusual in today's game, where most of the impact's coming from your point guard or a wing player. Not the case for the Knicks, so they're looking for some backcourt help.
It's good. The assist that time from Burke. 21 points for Porzingis.
Now we're going to see a rotation now defensively of guys going at Porzingis, because nobody can stop him. You're going to go small, you're going to go big. Either way, he's winning the battle.
And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Cole. And the Celtics lead by 3. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pass to Ntilikina. There's a screen. Kicks to Burke. From the arc. Cole with the rebound. It could go. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want
to. 20 points. That's light.
Passes it to Moutier. Up top, Canner. He dishes it to Lee. Here's Moutier. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
A remarkable basket for Moutier in a clutch moment of the game.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a tremendous offensive night for you. How did you find that rhythm?
You know, I just went out there trying to follow Coach's game.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
Let's go. I got the badge already? That's tough. So if I make 10, I'm already at 5,000. I said 5,000. Even my VC. Almost 1,000 VC a game, bro. That's tough. Not even. It's about 1,000 VC. 20 points, 3 rebounds. I like that post top. That post top is tough. That post top is tough, bro. I don't care what nobody says. That post top is tough. That's the move when I go with On Tuesday.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith.
Hey, Kenny Smith.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Boston Celtics in Boston.
What we got next.
Well, for Boston, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And tonight, we get to see Muhammad.
Post op is too nice. That post op is really too nice, bro.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you.
And the Celtics, David, never one to rest on their laurels. Thanks for the report. Kevin, you think about having that killer instinct, that killer mentality. You go against a Kobe Bryant. He would tear your heart out, as you would his.
And you have to understand.
A whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Mozgov comes in for Ross. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Fournier. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. On the court for Orlando, Simmons and Gordon out on the perimeter. Mozgov is out there with Bamba. And it's Grant in at the point. Gordon the pass to Grant. Screen by Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Grant, that's good.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Rozier kicks to Smart. Morris outside. AI with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Cole. Here's Baines. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
There's a good screen. Screen by Simmons. Grant kicks to Gordon. Pass to Bamba. Down low. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
The baseline J. Cole's shot is good.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Grant outside. Kicks to Gordon. And the basket is good.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. So Al Horford was born in the Dominican Republic, and he talked about why he
coming from a place where,
wanted to follow in his father's footsteps.
And what a career. College championships at Florida, an all-star in the NBA. I think he made the right choice.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Celtics, they've got AI. Marcus Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Tice in at the 5 spot. And the three-pointer becoming a bigger and bigger part of the NBA game. Kev, there's little doubt in my mind that had you worked on the 3, taken that road, you would have been proficient at the 3.
Oh, no, I can shoot threes.
Well, I know you can. I know you can.
I can shoot threes. I just didn't shoot threes. And Doc was like, why don't you shoot the 3? And I was just like, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We got like 7 3-point shooters over here. The last thing we need, somebody has to rebound some of this, okay, Doc? Again, get off of me. I want you to shoot the 3. I'm like, I'm not shooting 3.
But he knew you could, and you know you could.
I know, but listen, listen, know your strengths. And I always knew my strengths. And when I needed to hit a 3, I would look over there like, oh, you happy? I hit a 3, okay? Shoot another one. I'm like, no. I don't know what was wrong with me.
Oh, that's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Boston leading by 10. Rozier kicks to Tice. Here's Cole, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Cole's got 4 points this quarter. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key. What are you going to do? 5 seconds. What are you going to do?
And so it's Boston cruising into the quarter. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback. And the Celtics making a change here. Cole's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Grant's checked in. For Orlando, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
And the size and skill set that Vucevic possesses makes it hard for defenders. He's agile as a 7-footer, and he also has enough body and knows how to use it that defenses have a real problem with him.
And so in the game for the Magic, inside we have Gordon and Vucevic. Grant is out there with Simmons, and it's Ross in at the 3. Poked away. And here we go. AI heading to the hoop.
I missed.
Horford kicks to Cole. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And yes, it's good. Cole's got 10. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Simmons passes to Grant. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Celtics. Bamba's checked in for the Magic. Simmons, a screen on Tatum. Ross kicks to Gordon. Just 4 to shoot. Over AI. And it's Gordon missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Yes, that goes on. 12 points for AI.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
On the wing, Gordon. He's guarded by AI. Ross on the wing. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. AI left side. Ross grabs the board. Magic have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. There's the feed to Grant. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Grant's got his second basket of the night. And so it's Boston with it. And 1:01 left in the third quarter of the game. Ball's not loose.
I swear!
Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Simmons. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, after once paying to try out for a minor league team, Simmons has come a long way.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
They've got AI. Marcus Smart is out there with Rozier. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Tice in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. He gets that one. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured.
So annoying.
Way to play. Way to play, man. That's the way, baby. That's how we do it. Big win.
On the 6th minute. Yeah, I'm wasting that. Oh, I'm not purchasing. Nope, I already purchased. As it is. I want to post. It's all 88.
So that's shooting.
And what about dunks?
And just like last year. So you want to hold the sprint button, go toward the basket, and you can press up for a 2-hand dunk, press right for a right-handed dunk, or press left for a left-handed dunk. And if you want to get a flashy dunk as you're driving to the basket, pull the pro stick.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
50 VC.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Thunder out in Oklahoma City. And for Oklahoma City, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
If you just joined the stream, comment below. I know who you are. Subscribe, join the culture, and put post notifications on so you know, and you'll get pop-up message to know when I'm streaming or where I made a video.
live from Oklahoma. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Paul George.
Well, you love that versatility, DA. Thank you. We are seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent. Wells checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Roberson. And then for Boston, Coles comes in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. On the floor for Boston, Horford is out there with AI. Then it's Marcus Smart, and it's Hayward, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. Here's Cole, and he misses the go-ahead basket. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
My goodness, you better get out of the way. Westbrook driving inside, rises up for the slam.
Outside Irving. Passes to Cole. Over Noel. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Cole's got his first 2 points of the night. The Thunder with the lead. Pass to Westbrook. Puts it up from 15. Cole with the rebound.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Look at it. Look at it.
1:12 left in the first. Drills the baseline jumper.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Out to the right wing. Here's Westbrook. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Pass to Cole. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Steven Adams. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Marcus Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. Thunder shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. From deep, George. A shot that time, not on target. And it's Boston the other way.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Westbrook against Smart. The pass to Noel. With 4 seconds on the clock, that one off the back iron and out. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. It's been a non-traditional basketball journey for AI.
Before coming to the NBA, I knew I had a lot of growing to do. You know, not just in my game, but who I was as a person as well. Playing in China wasn't the typical path here, but it's exactly what I needed in that time in my life. So there's some great.
And AI was the first to follow this path, but now, Greg, that the trail has been blazed, we could see many more.
And basketball is such a global sport and played in so many countries that it was just a matter of time before a story like AI's happened.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I mean, so far that they're not settling for outside shots, really attacking the paint.
And I think that's what you've got to do, right? If the looks on the interior are there, you have got to attack.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, we've got Aaron Baines. Rozier's out there with There's a minute 40 left now here in the second. And Noel kicks to Westbrook. Back to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. A baseline J lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 8 points for AI.
He's starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Adams outside. From deep, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the three-point shooting of Paul George is an important attribute. Because he can put it on the deck, he's got to balance it with that kind of look right there.
And it's Cole missing. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
And now here comes Cole, leading the break. Over Noel. Cole's shot is good. Cole's got 10.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Irving against Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Adams outside. George passes to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by AI. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of... Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Adams. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. Abrines is checked in for Roberson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Schroeder kicks to George. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Abrines.
When you think about Billy Donovan, to me, he's a guy who values trust and building relationships with players. This guy is not a dictator. He wants to help players grow and develop, and that helps you win.
The 4 and the 5 are Grant and Noel. On the wings, Abrines and George. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, last season started with that horrific injury to Gordon Hayward's leg. Now, it's been a long road back for him, but he took heart in the encouragement he received, not just from his family, but from so many well-wishers. He said, "You realize how lucky you are to have people from all over supporting you." Guys?
David, I think everyone is rooting for his complete recovery. Thanks for that report. Cole fades away and sinks the tough shot. Cole's got 12. And for Coach Billy Donovan, the process of developing NBA players, Doris, has to be different than it was in college.
Oh, no doubt. At the pro level, many guys are making more money than you are. A lot of them have families. They've already grown into themselves. But to me, he still emphasizes the fact that great relationships with your players is important.
Passes it to Tice. Smart dishes to Cole. Fades. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
It's stolen by Morris. AI outside. The 15-footer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 16 points for him.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
There's a screen by Noel. Now, here's Grant. He's guarded by AI. Back to Abrines. Clock at 4. Drills it from outside. 9 seconds left to play in the third. Smart kicks to Morris. Down low. Here's Cole, and another basket for Boston.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with AI. And it's Rozier in at the point.
And really liking the effort we see here tonight. Neither team giving much ground.
I think, Greg, you've got to love how much effort has been exerted by both teams. What a tight ball game we've got.
George against Hayward. George passes to Noel. Puts it up from 15. Full with the rebound. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
Reach. You ain't reaching.
Misses off the right iron. Oklahoma City's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Hits it from three-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Unloads from 13. Buries the jump shot. Cole's got 20 points.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
To the middle. It's tipped. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. And there's another one for the Thunder.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. The double overtime game can really...
I'm close to getting that back, right? Halfway there. No. I mean, okay. Split 17 and a half. Can't.
And we'll give you your flashy passes.
All right, so those are the basics. Is there anything new and exciting for our users who have gotten the game over and over?
Yeah, I think one thing that we really want to show this year is this thing that we're calling Takeover. We took all the things we loved about our rhythm system, our hot and cold streaks, as well as our badges, and we kind of combined them into this one feature. And the idea is that with Takeover, any player can kind of take over the game, but not everyone can do it through scoring. Maybe it's through rebounding or controlling the defensive side of the ball. So what we did is we gave everybody kind of an archetype. And each archetype has a special set of skills and abilities that they unlock as they get hot. See those icons by their feet?
Yes.
So those are all the different archetypes that people have.
Okay.
And so over time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. Kevin Harlan here along with analyst Greg Anthony and with
Thank you very much.
Well, Detroit is happy to have him, David. Thanks. A lot of people, Steve, talk about the length of the season, 82 games. Do you think the league will ever reduce that number?
No, I don't think so. I think commissioners...
Different look here for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. John Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. On the court right now for the Celtics. AI is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Smart in at the shooting guard. Lure the pass to Jackson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Fades. Cole's shot is good. Cole's got his first points of the game.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Jackson kicks to Johnson. Pass to Calderon. There's 1:26 left to play in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Lure gets it to go. Lure's got his first basket of the night.
Always with the great vision. Calderon still one of the best at finding the open man.
AI right side. Yep, that one goes in there. Cole's got his second bucket.
Give me that.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson kicks to Calderon. Lure the screen. Jackson passes to Lure. Pachulia sets a screen for Calderon. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside. Calderon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
We've seen this from Calderon, a high percentage three-point shooter when he can get a decent look.
Knocked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson, the pass to Lure. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Lure's got his second bucket of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Rozier kicks to Cole. Shoots from the right block. Rebounded by Jackson. From deep. Both teams have it going here early and still close. One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say.
2011, I came into a league where the point...
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, this is why you have a scouting department. You want to uncover those role players who can make an impact.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. You've got Rozier. Marcus Morris is out there with AI. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Cole. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
The Pistons went for it last season, bringing in Blake Griffin and trading away picks and players. Didn't work out the way they wanted, but they are determined to make a go of it. They're in a brand new building, and they hope that their moves in the future will draw fans back to the franchise. Kevin?
Good overview, David. Thank you.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just 1 made shot in the first.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Off target from the baseline.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Morris outside. AI outside. Releases from 15. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Calderon in the corner. Lure the screen. Clock at 6. Calderon passes to Lure. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
You have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. And I'm sure you've seen them.
Yeah, I love it.
So it's Gordon Hayward making things. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Gordon Hayward with another strong cut. Different look here for Detroit. Pachulia, he's checked in for Drummond. John Lure comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Reggie Bullock. And a new group in for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Coles comes in for Tatum. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Irving. They've got Pachulia. John Lure's out there with Johnson. And there's Jackson, and it's Galloway in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Pistons trailing. Pachulia with the screen on Smart. Galloway, the pass to Pachulia. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. And the Pistons lead by 1.
As you can imagine, this is where Zaza gets most of his points, right in that painted area.
AI left side. And he gets the bucket. Cole's got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Galloway. 5 points in the game. Lure the screen. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Galloway. 5 on the clock. Pachulia with the screen on Smart. Galloway, no good.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pistons trail by 3.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
Here's Cole. Again, the Celtics good for 2. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Galloway kicks to Johnson. Picked by Pachulia. Outside Jackson. Back to Johnson. Passes it to Lure. Shoots. And Baines pulls it down. Boston leading by 3. Here's Cole. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. There's 42 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Jackson. Johnson outside. Picked by Pachulia. Lure the pass to Pachulia. Johnson against Hayward. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Celtics have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Cole. Detroit with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific 4th quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental.
There's 10 seconds left in the 4th, and that's an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level. Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 9 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
Jackson kicks to Griffin. The pass to Jackson. Here's Galloway. Misses the tray. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Guys, your thoughts?
And the defenders are going to be very cautious coming out of this timeout. The only way they can get 4 points is with a 3-pointer and a foul, so I'm sure the D will just back off.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this.
What? Good game or 2 games, I should have so rare difficult shots.
Man. So it's got like 3 layers of meats and cheeses, and then it's all bread.
I need more freaking minutes, bro. I need more minutes, coach. Give me more minutes, coach. Like, come on. I can't go back. Let's see. It wouldn't let me go back for some reason.
Game.
All right, so while I have you here, is there anything else?
Yeah, I think one thing we were also excited to show people this year is the play in the playground has kind of been revamped. So for the high-level ball handlers this year in the playground, they can do their own specific kind of park size-up moves. So to do those, you hold the sprint button and just flick the right stick up. and you can see he'll play this crazy N1 sequence. And you can branch out of these like whenever, just like any other size up, like whenever you want to.
That's fun.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Celtics in Boston. Well, for Boston, the game...
It's game time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. First game of this trip here for the Pistons. They're hoping to start it off with a W. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And right now for the Pistons, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Yeah. And nothing to...
Thanks very much. Andre Drummond.
He definitely is tough to handle in there, David. Thanks so much. And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start to... And some changes here for the Celtics. Coles comes in for Tatum, and Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Then for the Pistons, Pachulia. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Stanley Johnson comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. On the floor for Detroit. Johnson and Griffin at the power forward spots. Reggie Jackson out there with Calderon. And it's Pachulia in at the center position.
Oh, man, just sick. The leaping skills of Johnson, really demonstrating exceptional athleticism on the dunk.
AI left side. And Pachulia pulls it down.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams have come out with solid offensive strategies. And then, of course, guys are finishing.
Cole's shot is good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Jackson kicks to Pachulia. In the corner, it's Griffin. Picked by Pachulia. Griffin attacking, and that one is good.
Wow, look at the coordination, the strength, Griffin possesses. Taking the punishment like a champ and still finishing.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. See, we have a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Pass to Griffin. Pachulia the pass to Jackson. It's his first trip to the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter. You know, and Reggie Jackson, a really solid first season and a half in Detroit, but the last two seasons, injuries have really held him back.
Detroit making a switch here. Lewis checked in. AI outside. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Cole's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
And here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. To the right side. Calderon with it. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign.
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise like the Boston Celtics, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics, Aaron Baines out there with AI. Then it's Marcus Smart. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Rozier in at the point. Fades back. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
Well, a crazy year for Dwayne Casey, voted Coach of the Year, but fired by the Raptors after they were swept in the conference semifinals.
Yeah, Kevin, but he lands on his feet in Detroit, and obviously they got a good one. The Raptors steadily improved season after season under his watch. Hopefully the Pistons can do the same.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Jackson kicks to Lewis. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Yep, it counts. Calderon's got his first basket.
And I like how Calderon kept his hands up and was ready to get a shot up as soon as the ball came his way.
And taken away by Johnson. And now the Pistons fast break. Calderon leading the charge. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Calderon's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Stanley Johnson, the 8th overall pick back in 2015. High hopes, but he's scuffled a bit thus far in his career. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. Check in for Jason Tatum. Brown outside. AI with it. Griffin on him. 14 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. And that's now 10 points for AI. Pistons trail by 6, and Detroit looking at who they've got. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Galloway in at the 2-guard spot.
Excellent at recognizing when to shoot off the pass. Griffin is so good at catching the D by surprise.
AI left side. Bullock with the rebound. The Pistons have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Blake Griffin, the focal point offensively, but he's not just a scorer. Chris, he's one of the most gifted passers that you'll see among NBA big men.
I mean, one of the top assist men in the entire league. He's a great lob passer. I mean, that ability to create for teammates really enhances his offensive impact.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. Here's Cole, and the shot is long. The Pistons trailing. Johnson outside. Outside Jackson. And stolen by AI. And now running up the court. Hayward's pushing it up. Here's Cole. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Wow, 10 straight points from mid-range.
Pistons trail by 4. It's Drummond, high post. Back to Jackson. 1:58 left to play in the third. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
An alley-oop maestro. Griffin is consistent at finishing off any lob thrown his way.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Cole's got 14 points for the game.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Here's the pass to Griffin. Drummond sets the screen for Griffin. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. AI in the post, defended by Drummond. Cole's shot is good.
It's just been one of those nights from him. He got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I mean, Horford does a great job of keeping this team together. A glue guy, high IQ. Teammates love him. Then he's capable of stepping up big when it matters most.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Horford. Morris comes in for Gordon Hayward. Marcus Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. Detroit also making some changes. Pachulia comes in for Drummond. And Lewis subbed in for Blake Griffin.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Cole. And again, it's Boston converting.
Kevin, they would love to see every possession in with a high percentage shot like that.
Jackson kicks to Bullock. The Pistons working the ball around now. Picked by Pachulia. Off the screen. A rebound by the Celtics.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short on that layup.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Bullock. Pass to Lure. A second chance effort. Knocks it loose.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. AI
right side. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Celtics lead by 6. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Stay the course. We just got to be a little bit more.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Pistons trail by 6. They've got Horford. Tatum out there with AI. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Jackson misses. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Detroit. And Tatum the bucket on the assist from Smart. And that's now 7 points for Jason Tatum.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Galloway softly drops in the floater.
I mean, you got to respect the guts of Galloway. I mean, at 6'2", it's great to see him capitalize inside.
AI in the post. Lures there. Cole's shot is good.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Well, he's extremely accurate. Here, coming down the stretch, trying to see if he can close this one out.
Picked by Pachulia. Johnson goes in, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
I got it. So now I get 40,000 to get the gold. I got 50,000. 2 or 3 games.
Yes, good game, fellas. Good game.
You
did it.
Oh, okay.
Big time shot.
Yeah.
Big time
Good
shot.
pass.
That's it right there.
That was but that will do it for this stream. I'm gonna drop a tutorial for the Flow Shots badge since I got it on silver for this guy. Alright? After the streaming, I'm gonna keep playing so I get gold because I gotta go. But tonight I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a tutorial how to get bronze, silver, gold, and potential Hall of Fame. Alright? Thank you guys for sticking around, commenting, liking the stream. Thank you guys for liking 2K in general because 2K19 looking like a dub right now, as you can see. 2K18 was trash, garbage. But you can see 2K19 doing really good right now. This is the first day for me, but we'll take it from here. See you guys later.